Welcome everyone to another 3 for 3, where I ask 3 questions in 3 minutes. And today I'll be focusing on building your personal brand. With me, I've got the wonderful Michelle, which you'll all know from Brains Unchanged. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi, Theodore. Great to be chatting all things change with you today.
Thank you so much for joining. And as always, we'll jump straight into it. So my first question is, what does a personal brand mean to you?
Such a relevant question for the times. For me, personal branding isn't just about self-promotion. It's about what I call purposeful resonance. So essentially what that means is that it's not led with the core intent of selling anything, but by being in alignment with my values and what I'm truly passionate about. And for me, that happens to be all things about change and the brain. So my personal brand isn't curated as such. It's literally the outward manifestation of what truly lights me up. And I think this is really important for a few reasons. If we think what drives us, it's what's under the iceberg, not what's skimming on top of the water. So we need to do a little digging as to what our purpose is, what lights us up, else we're more likely to not be fulfilled and fall off course from our goals. That's a bit of brain-based coaching 101. But if we don't lead from purpose with our personal brand, we're more likely to come across as inauthentic and or simply regurgitate information that's already out there. And as our brains are savvy threat detectors, people might sniff this out as a red flag around trust. So for me, authentic and effective personal branding starts with purpose, not dollar signs.
Oh, that's brilliant. I couldn't agree more. I definitely on the same page with that one. And so I guess as you work, through your personal brand, what has motivated you to continue to build it?
Yeah. So all of the information that I share and how I show up within my personal brand is also integrated into my own life. So applying applied neuroscience, human-centric change principles, and behavioral science is all transferable. And to be honest, where my personal brand has landed was inspired by my almost 4-year-old daughter now, and me wanting to show up as the best parent that I can be. So whether it's about navigating complex change, navigating a toddler meltdown, or helping other parents understanding how their kids' brains develop and learn, it all feels intrinsically rewarding to me.
Yeah.
Secondly, the act of building my brand through sharing and teaching, which is what I do, reinforces my own learning and understanding. So from a neuroscience perspective, to teach what you've learned is probably the most powerful thing you can do to make learning stick. And it has a technical name. It's called elaborative rehearsal. That is to teach what you've learned. And I guess finally, and one of the most important things is overcoming my recovering perfectionism fuels me. So evidence through my own personal experience has shown me that action is far more valuable and effective than perfect inaction.
Yeah, progress over perfection. I couldn't agree more, honestly. It's
Yeah.
brilliant to hear. So, last question for you. Why is a personal brand important to change professionals?
Yeah. So change itself is inherently about people, but it starts with you. So showing that you can navigate with an authentic personal brand and point of view will likely give others more confidence that you can help navigate them through change or help them lead change effectively. A word of warning of sorts, though, is that there's so much same tick box copy paste brands out there, and this might work for a little while, but it'll end up becoming like a bald tire in the end. So another big factor in what's important for change professionals here is standing out. Theodore, I think that unique personal brands are so important for the future growth and sustainability of our industry. They'll help avoid groupthink. We have something called mirror neurons in our brain. So how you show up is literally contagious. So I say go forth and drive those innovative social norms. And standing out isn't, as we've mentioned, about being perfect. It's about having a unique opinion, backing it with evidence and making it practical so that people can use. And when I say evidence, of course, it's important for you to be factual and ideally evidence-based, but it's just as important for you to show yourself the evidence that what you have to share through your brand is valuable. And you can do this by regularly reflecting on your own work and packaging it up so that you can show yourself the evidence and then go on and share your gold with the world in a practical and helpful way. It also helps you to alleviate threat states with putting yourself out there, because that does happen, and feeling imposter syndrome. So I know that we want certainty and our brain's wired for it, though if you focus too much on certainty and perfection, not only are you limiting yourself and your own personal brand, but you're limiting our whole industry, because we're missing out on the growth through your gift of sharing.
Thank you so much for that, Michelle. For all of those listening, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them just below, and I'm sure Michelle and myself would be happy to answer. And if you're new here, feel free to connect with either of us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks so much, Theodore.